The wind howled outside my creaking motel room, and the flickering neon sign cast eerie shadows on the peeling wallpaper. I sat huddled in the dim light, surrounded by my recording equipment and a stack of handwritten notes. My name is Alex Harmon, and I've spent the last few years traveling across the United States documenting Midnight Mayhem, real haunting stories across the USA. My latest destination was a small, forgotten town in the heart of the Midwest. The locals spoke in hushed tones about the old mansion at the edge of town, claiming it was haunted by a presence that defied explanation. Intrigued by the whispers, I decided to make this my next stop. The mansion stood as a decaying relic of a bygone era, its grandeur long lost to time and neglect. As I approached the wrought iron gates, a chill ran down my spine. The air felt heavy with unseen eyes, and I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. I cautiously stepped through the gate and made my way up the overgrown path to the mansion's entrance. The door groaned open with a protest, revealing a cavernous foyer swallowed by darkness. I flicked on my flashlight, its beam cutting through the inky blackness. The mansion seemed frozen in time, as if the echoes of its past still lingered in the air. Dust-covered furniture draped in white sheets lined the grand hallway, and a winding staircase led to the upper floors. I took a deep breath, steadying myself for the unknown, and began my investigation. The first few nights were uneventful. I wandered through the empty halls, capturing the eerie silence on my recorder. But on the fourth night, as the clock struck midnight, the mansion came alive with an otherworldly energy. Whispers echoed through the air, indistinct and haunting. I followed the sound, my heart pounding in my chest. The whispers led me to a long-forgotten library, its shelves laden with dusty books that seemed to hold the secrets of the afterlife. As I entered, the temperature dropped, and a cold breeze sent shivers down my spine. The whispers grew louder, forming into ghostly moans that reverberated through the room. I could feel the weight of unseen eyes upon me, and a voice, distant yet clear, spoke my name. Alex. I turned in the direction of the voice, my flashlight illuminating an ancient-looking mirror on the wall. In its reflection, I saw a figure standing behind me, a shadowy silhouette that sent a chill down my spine. "Who are you?" I stammered, my voice trembling. The figure remained silent, its eyes gleaming with an otherworldly light. Panic set in as I realized the figure mirrored my every movement. It was my own reflection, but something was off. A malevolent aura that seemed to seep from the very fabric of the mirror. I stumbled backward, my mind racing with fear. The whispers intensified, merging into a cacophony of tortured souls. I felt a cold hand on my shoulder, and I turned to find myself face to face with the figure in the mirror. Its eyes bore into mine, and a voice, both haunting and familiar, whispered, "Help us." I woke the next morning, drenched in sweat, convinced it was a vivid nightmare. But the lingering sense of dread clung to me like a phantom. Determined to unravel the mystery, I delved deeper into the mansion's history. As I pored over old newspapers and documents, a chilling tale emerged. Decades ago, the mansion was home to a wealthy family, the Harrows. They were respected in the community, but rumors of dark rituals and forbidden practices circulated in hushed tones. One night, tragedy struck. A fire consumed the mansion, claiming the lives of the entire Harrow family. The townsfolk whispered of a curse, blaming the family's sinister secrets for their untimely demise. The mansion stood abandoned ever since, a haunted testament to a dark past. Armed with this knowledge, I ventured into the mansion once more, determined to communicate with the restless spirits. As midnight approached, I stood in the dilapidated library, surrounded by the echoes of the past. "Harrows," I whispered, my voice carrying through the silence. "I know you're here. What do you want?" The room trembled with a spectral energy, and the figure in the mirror materialized once more. This time, its expression held a sorrowful plea. "Release us," it whispered, its voice a mournful melody. The fire was not our end, but our torment. I shuddered, realizing the Harrow family's spirits were trapped in the mansion, bound by a malevolent force. With a newfound determination, I delved into ancient rituals and incantations, seeking a way to break the curse that held them captive. As the clock struck midnight, I stood before the mirror, armed with a makeshift ritual. The air crackled with energy as I recited the incantation, my words invoking a power beyond my comprehension. Shadows danced around me, and the temperature plummeted. Suddenly, a blinding light engulfed the room and the mirror shattered into 1,000 pieces. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, replaced by a serene calm. I felt a gentle breeze, carrying with it the whispered thanks of the freed spirits. The mansion, once a haven for darkness, stood silent and still. The Harrow family's tragic tale had come to an end, and I, the unwitting medium, had played my part in their redemption. As I left the town, the wind no longer howled in mournful tones. The once-forgotten mansion now stood as a symbol of release, and the midnight mayhem that gripped the town had faded into the echoes of a haunting history. But as I drove away, I couldn't shake the feeling that the spirits lingered in the rearview mirror, their grateful ease watching over the town they once called home. The midnight mayhem had come to an end, but the echoes of the paranormal journey would forever haunt my memories.